Hello, my friends. Today is June 8 and it's World Oceans Day. So we'll talk a little bit about oceans again today. The earth is our mother. We must take care of her. The earth is our mother. We must take care of her. Hey, nana, ho, nana. Hey, now, now. Hey, nana, ho, nana. Hey, now, now. This sacred land we walk upon, with every step we take. This sacred land we walk upon, with every step we take. Hey, nana, ho, nana. Hey, now, now. Hey, nana, ho, nana. Hey, now, now. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. It's nice to have you here. Hello, Ashraf. Hello, Ken. Hello, Jake. And hello, Sophia. Hello, Vanny. Hello, Angela. Hello, Pradeep. And hello, Sandy. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. It's nice to have you here today on World Ocean Day. Today's quite a cloudy day. It is not sunny. It's still hot, but it's not very sunny today. It's cloudy. In fact, I heard the weatherman this morning say it's a muggy day. Muggy. That's kind of a funny word. It's like a word I would look at in a children's novel. However, what I want to say about muggy is muggy really means that there's a lot of wet, a lot of humidity in the air. So that means that you feel really sweaty. You need to drink a lot of water today. When you're out riding your bike or walking or going to the park or whatever you're doing, take lots of water and just try to keep cool today. This painting is called Our Home and Native Land. It's Canada, but it's created through the eyes of an Indigenous artist, Jennifer Adomiat, from Smithers, BC, and you can see all the different Indigenous symbols that she put in the painting. I'd like to begin by acknowledging that the land on which we are hosted is the Mississauga of the Anishinaabe, the Haudenosaunee Confederacy, and the Wendat. And here where I live at Lake Simcoe, I walk the sacred land of the Ojibwe and Chippewa. We also recognize the enduring presence of all First Nation, Métis, and Inuit peoples. And as a special blessing this morning, may all of you be safe, may all of you be happy, may all of you be healthy, and may all of you know peace. And when I say knowing peace, I really mean I hope you can find a way inside yourself to be calm. Just to be calm. You don't have to be super happy. And I really don't like seeing you sad or upset. But calm is really good. We shall be known by the company we keep, by the ones who circle round to tend these fires. We shall be known by the ones who sow and reap the seeds of change alive from deep within the earth. It is time now. It is time now that we thrive. It is time we lead ourselves alive in this great turning. We shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning, we shall learn to lead in love. I know you're going to say, Miss Coulterman, you're always singing about love. But I believe it. I believe that we can really create change if we love and respect each other and we treat each other with kindness. Rise and shine, the world is turning and everyone is waking. Rise and shine on this new day, the morning light is breaking. Rise with the rest of us, shine like a pearl. Rise and show your love all around the world. Yes, rise with the bluebird, shine like the sun. Now's the time to rise and shine. Now's the time to rise and shine. One love, one heart. Let's get together and feel all right. One love, one heart. Let's get together and feel all right. The earth, the air, the fire, the water, return, 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 return. Aye, 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 oh, aye, oh, aye, oh, aye, oh. The earth, the air, the fire, the water, return, 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 return. Aye, 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 oh, aye, oh, aye, oh, aye, oh. Remember, that was the medicine wheel that we've been talking about. The earth, the air, the fire, the water. And each of those elements refers to a part of you as a human being. Your mental health, your physical health, your emotional health, and your spiritual health. If you combine all of those four things, it helps you to be a stronger, more balanced person. Let's think of another one. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. On everyone I meet, on everyone I meet, I'm gonna let it shine. On everyone I meet, I'm gonna let it shine. On everyone I meet, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Every day, every way, I'm gonna let my little light shine. Indeed, my friends, all that beauty is inside of you, and just let it shine and share it with your family and share it with your teachers and share it with your friends. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, shut the door. 5, 6, pick up sticks. 7, 8, lay them straight. 9, 10, a big fat hen. Buck, 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 buck. This song you might remember. It's about the window. And if you don't know a nursery rhyme, we'll throw you out the window. We won't really throw you out the window. It's just for fun. It's just a joke. The window, the second story window. If you don't know a nursery rhyme, we'll throw you out the window. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down broke his crown, and we threw him out the window, the window, the second story window. If you don't know a nursery rhyme, we'll throw you out the window. Mary had a little lamb whose fleece was white as snow. Everywhere that Mary went, we threw her out the window, the window, the second story window. If you don't know a nursery rhyme, we'll throw you out the window. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses, all the king's men, we threw them out the window, the window, second story window. If you don't know a nursery rhyme, we'll throw you out the window. Hickory dickory dock, the mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck one, the mouse ran down. We threw him out the window, the window, second story window. If you don't know a nursery rhyme, we'll throw you out, throw you out, throw you out the window. Not really, I'm not throwing anyone out of a window. It's just for fun. How about you are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray like today. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Weave, weave, weave me the sunshine out of the falling rain. Weave me the hope of a new tomorrow. Fill my cup again. Weave, weave, weave. Let's get some movement going. I'm in the mood, you can clap. I'm in the mood for clapping. Hey, how about you? I'm in the mood for clapping. Hey, how about you? I'm in the mood for clapping, clapping along with you. Hey, hey, what do you say? I'm in the mood for that today. Hey, hey, what do you say? I'm in the mood for that. Let's get our arms moving. I'm in the mood for stretching. Hey, how about you? I'm in the mood for stretching. Hey, how about you? I'm in the mood for stretching, stretching along with you. Hey, hey, what do you say? I'm in the mood for that today. Hey, hey, what do you say? I'm in the mood for that. Let's roll your arms. I'm in the mood for rolling. Hey, how about you? I'm in the mood for rolling. Hey, how about you? I'm in the mood for rolling, rolling along with you. Hey, hey, what do you say? Well, I'm in the mood for that today. Hey, hey, what do you say? I'm in the mood for that. Tap your legs. I'm in the mood for tapping. Hey, how about you? I'm in the mood for tapping. Hey, how about you? I'm in the mood for tapping, tapping along with you. Hey, hey, what do you say? I'm in the mood for that today. Hey, hey, what do you say? I'm in the mood for that. Let's tap your hands. You can tap your legs. You can clap. Ole, 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 ole. Ole, ole. Ole, 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 ole. Ole, ole. Let's stretch. Ole, 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 ole. Good for you. Ole, ole. Ole, 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 ole. Ole. Ole, stretch up. Ole, 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 ole. Ole, 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 ole. Ole, ole. Oh, I'm going to take a sip of my water, and I think you should do the same. Lots of water each day, my friends. I don't think fruit juice is that great for you. I don't think soda pop is that great for you. I don't even really think those energy drinks are great for you. I think water is really good for you. Farmer Brownie had a dog. Bingo was his name. Oh, B-I-N-G-O. 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 And Bingo was his name. Oh, practice that with me. Letter O. Let's think of another song that we can do. I guess we could do Old MacDonald, because it's good for practicing your lip closure. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, sheep. And on that farm he had some sheep, E-I-E-I-O, with a ba, ba here, ba, ba there, here a ba, there a ba, everywhere ba, ba. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. How about a cow? On that farm he had a cow, E-I-E-I-O. Moo, with a moo, moo here, a moo, moo there. Here a moo, there a moo, everywhere a moo, moo. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had a cat, E-I-E-I-O, with a meow, meow here, meow, meow there. Here a meow, there a meow, everywhere a meow, meow. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Get a load of this one. And on that farm he had a snake with a here, there, here a there a everywhere a Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Good for you. Oh my gosh, it's hot in here this morning. It isn't any trouble just to S-M-I-L-E. It isn't any trouble just to S-M-I-L-E. So if you're feeling troubled, it'll vanish like a bubble if you only take the trouble just to S-M-I-L-E. Hands up, baby, hands up. Give me your heart, give me your heart, give me. Hands up, baby, hands up. Give me your heart, give me your heart, give me all your love, all your love. When I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. And wave your flag, and wave your flag, and wave your flag. Whoa, ho, ho. When I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. Wave your flag, wave your flag, and wave your flag. Well, the Tokyo Olympics are coming up in July. And if you're watching the Olympics on television, swimming, running, baseball, basketball, volleyball, all sorts of sports. You'll also see all the different flags from every country. It's so beautiful to see. Let's circle back to our flag. Here's a Canadian flag, which you're familiar with. 2 red stripes and a red maple leaf. And of course, our beautiful Indigenous Canadian flag with beautiful Indigenous symbols. But I also want to circle to something I showed you the other day. In Canada, we have these gorgeous totem poles. And totem poles came from, particularly from the northwest coast of Canada. We might think that they're all over Canada, but the truth is they're native to, or they originated in, the west coast of Canada. Aren't they gorgeous totem poles? You can see all the different animals and symbols. And a couple of things I want to mention about totem poles. They tend to be from the west coast of Canada because the beautiful weather from the Pacific Ocean, it's sort of like mild, sort of warm weather with beautiful rain, and it's like a rainforest, I guess you could say, and all that water, the rain and or the humidity in the air causes the trees to get really, really tall on the west coast of Canada. So tall, do you remember Emily Carr, the artist Emily Carr? This woman, she's a Canadian artist, and she decided to draw, or rather paint, I should say, those gorgeous trees from the west coast. So often they would use a big red giant cedar, and they would carve their totem poles. The Indigenous people of that area would carve a totem pole. And the totem pole, here's Emily Carr's sort of painting of the types of totem poles. And the totem poles are sort of like, I guess you could say it's like reading a book, in that the totem pole tells the story. It tells the story in symbols of animals and birds, and it tells the story of the people who live in that area, or the people who have lived there for a long, long time. The stories and the legends of those people. And now I'm going to circle back to that tall picture, letter T. And you can see that they used all different animals to tell their story. And generally, the totem pole faces towards the water, which would be the Pacific Ocean. It faces towards the water so that when visitors would come to land, they would see the totem pole from a distance, and they would know that that tells the story of the people who live in that village. So you could see that they use all different kinds of animal images. And here's a few of the ones that I have on this chart. A beaver, an eagle, a frog, a hawk, an owl. Aren't these gorgeous images, symbols? And they would carve that into the red giant cedars to tell the story of their people, to tell the history. For example, if they carved a beaver, it meant old, wise, creative, artistic, strong, a sense of family, a builders of dreams. The eagle is the ruler of the sky. Great strength and leadership, prestige, divine spirit and connection to the Creator. The frog represents spring and new life, communicator, rich in life, and connected to the water element. The hawk represents strength, quick to help others. I like that, my friends. Stopper of time, but assists with everyone else. That's a nice representation. And the owl represents wisdom and knowledge and watchful perseverance and respect. And it's often associated with death, the death of someone significant in the community. So the idea of the totem pole, they would carve all these beautiful images so that people would know the history of those people in that area. And I also read here that there were 3 different types of totem poles. Often it was a crest. It showed different ancestral stories. That means stories from the past. And the Hada, for example, the indigenous people, the Hada, had prominent people displayed on their totem pole. And the 3rd type of totem pole were house posts. They were like support structures, and they also had various family crests on them. So how beautiful is that? I'm learning so much. And it's so beautiful to honor this right now during National Indigenous Month. So that's one thing I wanted to tell you about totem poles. Another thing I wanted to show you, I want to circle back to it. You'll see a lot right now if you're on your computer or your cell phone, or perhaps in the news, you'll see people wearing orange or posting an orange sign. And this sign says, "Every child matters." We are remembering the thousands of children who never returned home and the survivors of the residential school system. And I want to refresh your memory that many Indigenous children, the people who were here first in Canada, First Nation, Métis, Inuit people, many of the children were taken away from their family and their friends. They had to leave their home and they had to go and learn at a residential school, a school that was often run by ministers, nuns, priests. And, well, I guess in one way it was interesting because they learned how to read and write and do mathematics. But the sad part of the story was they lost their beautiful Indigenous identity. This young gal, for example, her name is Phyllis Webstad. She had to give up her beautiful orange shirt that she got from her granny. She had to have her hair all cut off. And she had to start to think about the ways that the nuns or the priests were teaching her, instead of honoring her beautiful spirituality and her traditions of her own Indigenous culture. So that's something kind of sad that's going on right now, because we're remembering the 215 children that were found in Kamloops, BC. Their bodies were found under a residential school. So that's another interesting story right now in our news. Let's sing a couple of songs about Canada. This land is your land, this land is my land, from Bonavista to Vancouver Island, from the Arctic Circle to the Great Lake waters. This land was made for you and me. And I want to circle back to letter R. Canada has a beautiful railroad that goes all the way from the East Coast to the West Coast. I've been working on the railroad all the livelong day. I've been working on the railroad just to pass the time away. Can't you hear the whistle blowing? Rise up so early in the morning. Can you hear the captain calling? Dinah, blow your horn. Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, won't you blow your horn? Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, won't you blow your horn? I wish I could whistle. I's the by that builds the boat, and I's the by that sails her. I's the by that catches the fish and takes them home to Lizer. Hip your partner Sally to Bow, hip your partner Sally Brown. Fogo, Twillingate, Morton's Harbour, all around the circle. That's kind of a fun one about being a fisherman or a fisher out on the ocean. All things on earth shall pass under the sky, but music alone shall live. Music alone shall live. Music alone shall live and never die. Create some joy today by listening to music or playing an instrument, playing some music or singing some music. That would be beautiful. Let's do some hand breathing today. You can use your own hand. Breathe it in and out. 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 Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Good for you. Today I'm going to break from my normal tradition of singing the days of the week and the months because I want to read to you this story. And if you are a student who can print in your journal, I want you to put this story in your journal today. It says, today is June 8th. Today is World Ocean Day. We must all help to keep our 5 oceans clean. Indeed, we're all responsible for keeping our oceans clean. We want to help all ocean life. So I want you to put that in your journal and practice reading it to 2 people at your house about Ocean Day. These are the things I want you to remember about Ocean Day. First of all, there are so many beautiful creatures in the ocean. Beautiful shells and waves of the ocean and seaweed, whales and starfish and seahorse, dolphins, jellyfish and fish, octopus, crab and shark. I'd like to be under the sea in an octopus's garden in the shade. He'd let me in, knows where we've been, in an octopus's garden in the shade. I'd ask a friend to come with me to an octopus's garden with me. I'd like to be under the sea in an octopus's garden with me. So those are some of the beautiful things in an ocean. But this is the important chart I want to show you. You, my friend, can do something about it today on World Ocean Day. Don't use so much plastic. And if you do use plastic, put it in the recycling or the garbage. We just don't want people throwing garbage into the ocean, the lakes, rivers, creeks, streams, anywhere. Garbage goes in the garbage, or recycling goes in the recycling bin. Save water, my friends. Don't waste water. It's important. It's really important that you try to not waste water. For example, if you're brushing your teeth, turn the water off and then turn it on again. Try not to waste too much water in the shower. Try not to use many products that have lots of like dish detergent and laundry detergent and shampoo that have lots of chemicals in them, because that kind of kills the life in a lake or the stream or the river or an ocean. So they're asking us here to try to think about using products that are a little bit more natural. And also be careful of what you eat out of the ocean. You don't want to support a company that is treating the ocean life unkindly. We want to think about what we're eating. So that's ocean life. Like I said, today is Tuesday, June 8. Actually, perhaps we should at least do the ordinal numbers to 8. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, eighth. Numbers for a calendar are ordinal numbers. So we say today is Tuesday, June 8th. And look at this picture of these puppies. This afternoon in our virtual class, we're going to learn about someone who's been fostering little puppies, taking care of them. So that's fun to look forward to this afternoon. Now, I'm going to switch gears a little bit. That means I'm going to change topics. During the summer, I hope you play lots of games. Play lots of games with your family or your friends. Play board games, or perhaps play sporting games outside. Here are some of the rules for when you play a board game. Number 1, wait for your turn. Number 2, play the game. Number 3, stay seated. Stay at the game. And number 4, when it's finished, you help clean up the game. So that's the sequence for playing a game. Take your turn is first. Second, play the game. Third, stay seated. And fourth, help with cleanup. Now, when you're playing the game, there's often in a board game, there's a winner and a loser. That's part of life, my friends. Let's explore that just a little bit. this says, what to do when I lose a game. Playing board games is a lot of fun. There are many, many different games you can play. Most games have 2 or more players. I can play games with my friends, teachers, family. Most games have one winner and everyone else is the loser. The winner changes each time a game is played. Sometimes I win and sometimes I lose. It is okay to feel sad or disappointed. That's a really good point. When you're playing the game, the joy is playing the game with your friends. If you lose, okay, for sure it's a little bit sad or disappointing, but it does not require you to get angry or rage-filled, because we want you to be calm and we want you to enjoy the activities you do this summer. When you lose in a game, it's really important that you say, congratulations, high five, smile at the person who won the game. That's important. That's an important part of finishing the game. And hopefully next time when you play the game, you might be the winner. And someone will be congratulating you. The goal is throughout the summer is to just try to keep your mood calm, not to get too angry or agitated. Guess what? I've got my sensory box here again, and I'm circling back to an activity I did last week because it's something that's from my kitchen, and it's so much fun to enjoy pasta. I like the feel of pasta in my hands. I like making a necklace. You can bead it or thread it and make a necklace. And my friends, you can practice every single day with your tongs. I want you to practice picking up the pasta. Pick it up. You can even practice picking up just one, because that's really difficult. Pick up one. Or practice picking up 2. Or practice, now I've got 4. Oops. The main thing is you want to try practicing so that your arm gets stronger at picking up things with the tongs. Someday, and very soon, they're going to be opening up restaurants again. And you might be at a buffet where you have to pick up food with tongs, or you might be at a friend's house or a relative's house, or even at your house. Practice picking up the food with the tongs. And of course, pasta's always great for counting. 12, 12, like 12 eggs, 12 roses, 12 bagels, 12 donuts. Practice putting things in a group of 12 in case your job someday might be putting 12 donuts in a box or counting to 12. So with your tongs, put 1 pasta in each of the 12. There we go. Now, another activity I want to do today, we're moving in the direction of summer. The next season is summer, and it kind of feels like summer already because it's so warm out today. It's very hot and muggy, very warm and wet today. So today I'm going to use my watercolor. I'm going to use my red watercolor today. And I think every day it would be great if you got busy and used your watercolors. Create whatever you want on your painting. But today, I'm going to paint one of my favorite summer foods. See if you can guess what this is. It's a fruit, and it helps me to cool off in the summer. And it's red on the inside, or sort of a pinky red color. And it also has a green skin on it, like this. You're right, it's watermelon. And this particular piece of art, I'm going to cover my whole page in watermelons. And then I'm just going to add some little seeds, some brown seeds to it. That's how easy it is to make a watercolor painting. Later today, I'm going to complete that picture and cover it with watermelons. Now I have one last activity that I want to share with you. It's not particularly something exciting. It's actually very sad. Yesterday, I heard on the news of a very sad story where someone in their car drove down a family and killed 4 people in a family just because that particular family was Muslim. That is their tradition. That's their culture, is they're Muslim. And this we call a hate crime. Even that word is a scary word, hate. But it's true. That person was so angry at another group of people that he acted so unkindly and drove them all down and killed them. And the point of my story is, it's not fair to treat anyone unkindly, anyone. But it's especially not fair to treat someone unkindly just because they're Indigenous, the First Nation, Métis, or Inuit, just because they're a person of color, perhaps a different color of skin, just because they believe a different religion or spirituality. We're all different in life. We all have different skin, we have different eye color, we have different hair, we have different sizes, we have different shapes of our body. But inside our hearts, we're all the same. And inside our hearts, people's feelings can get very, very hurt. And inside our hearts, it's your responsibility to treat everyone kindly. So I'd like to close today by reading this gorgeous book, The Proudest Blue. And the beauty of this also is, look at this gorgeous blue of the ocean and the blue of her hijab. The proudest blue. Well, look. Asiya goes to the store with her mother. She's ready to buy her own hijab, her own scarf for her head. Looks like Mama wants her to buy a pink one, but no, she loves blue. So she picks a blue hijab. And as she goes to school, she is so proud to wear her blue hijab. And look, here she is. She's helpful, taking her sister across the road. And then it's time for school. I hear the school bell ringing, and they're all kind of running towards the school. But look, some of the students are starting to notice that she has a new blue hijab on her head, a new hat, a new scarf. And, they're starting to look a little puzzled. They don't look happy necessarily, they just look puzzled. And they start saying unkind things to her like, "Why are you wearing that blue hijab? Why do you have that scarf on your head?" Well, the young girl remembered, Asiya remembered, that her mother told her, the first day that you wear your hijab is the most important day, because that's the day it means you are strong. And even though the other students were teasing Asiya about her hijab, her blue hijab, she knew inside herself she could be strong. So even though here's some students perhaps who were teasing her, "Ha ha, funny scarf on your head." Or for example, if you say, "Oh, Miss Coulterman, look at your silly glasses. Miss Coulterman, I hate your hair color. Miss Coulterman, oh, your brown eyes are ugly." Oh, that would make me feel so sad inside. And that, my friends, is what a hate crime is. When someone does something or says something that is so cruel and bullying to someone else. Okay? That's what a hate crime is. So that man who drove down the family, that was a hate crime. He was showing that he was a big bully. Just like these boys are big bullies teasing her about her blue hijab. Well, the beauty about this young girl is she knew that her beautiful blue hijab was like the beautiful waves of the ocean. And it made her feel stronger because her mother said, the first day you wear it means you will be strong. And she knew inside her heart she was a strong girl growing into a woman. She wore the blue like the blue of the ocean, and she was so proud of it. And look, here's a picture of her sister. Her sister is now drawing a beautiful picture of herself and her sister together with their beautiful blue hijabs. Here's an important message from Asiya's mother. The mama says, don't carry around the hurtful words that other people say. Drop them. They're not yours to keep. They belong only to those who said them. So, for example, if these bullies said mean things, let them keep those mean words. Because she's so much more. She's so much more of a beautiful person than the bullying things that someone said to her. I really like what Mama said. Don't carry around those hurtful words from someone else. For example, if someone said, "Oh, Miss Coulterman, I hate your eyeglasses." Oh, I just have to be strong inside and let that person own those hurtful words. And I have to continue to be a strong person and a kind person and a loving person. Even though inside you get a little bit hurt by what someone says, you have to try to be stronger than that. And I think that was sort of the message that the mother was giving to the daughter, is to try to be strong and try to be confident and wear her blue hijab as beautiful as the blue ocean. That sort of ties in nicely, doesn't it, with World Ocean Day. I'll see you this afternoon in class online. We have a visitor coming to talk to us about fostering puppies. Friends, I will remember you, think of you, play with you, and when another day is through, I'll still be friends with you. Go create joy, my friends, and get outside today. Go for a walk, a bike ride, play basketball, go skateboarding, talk to a friend. Bye, friends.